Hello friends, this is Growl. Welcome to Wafflecat Weekly number 26, the vid where we open our boxes, talk about the affixes and that sort of thing. I may sound a little tired, because I am. We stayed up late doing keys last night, so forgive me. But the last, I shouldn't say the last, but potentially the last push weeks just came to an end with the last 2 weeks. We did alright. We'll show off our IO at the end of the week, or at the end of the vid when we get to our priest. You'll see that I'm on my druid. Unfortunately, no weekly done on our monk this week. We've just been slamming keys. But either way, let's get into it. Our druid last time replaced our junky trinket finally. We're still using a couple rings that aren't very good, and we still have some Sanctum of Domination items, so I'm a little bit hopeful we can at least get an upgrade here. Only one box though. Ooh, 278 chest. That is a token angle. Unlucky. My druid has been, I guess I only do one weekly a week, so I can't expect my druid to get that much gear, but not been very lucky on our druid in terms of getting the pieces we needed. I think we've gotten chests so many times. All right, now we'll check in on our pally. Our pally, I think, is only one box as well. Just snuck in a key with him on the last day while my squad was dinner breaking or something. My pally, a little bit better off in gear. 276. Still, like, not great gear, though. I don't have any raid stuff. I don't really have any avoidance. I'm still using a 272 weapon, so there's room to go. See what we got here. I believe in the loot spec. I'm not even checking today. 278 chest, and we already have a 278 chest with speed. Alright, guess we're getting chests in all of our vaults today. Oh well. Still could use the sockets on these guys. As silly as it sounds, I don't mind tokens. If I ever want to gear them up, I can do that later. Oh, so we have enough for a socket here. I've actually socketed a few items already. Maybe I'll just hold on to this, because I don't know if I want to socket this. I don't know if I want to socket this, and the rest of this stuff is socketed, so we'll just hold on to our tokens for now. Now on to the big boys that actually have more than one slot, but also their gear is very good, so pretty hard to upgrade. We do have a Lords of Dread, and we have a 3 mythic box on our priest, so there's some hope for some gear there. We're looking for Anduin Ring, or Lords of Dread wrists, but for now just a 3 box on our shaman. Finally, we got a weapon. We have 278 almost everything on our shaman. Our shaman's looking kind of nice, actually. We were blasting some keys on shaman. We did, I think, a 28 spires yesterday. Our shaman doesn't get to sneak out very much, other than Halls of Atonement. Okay. So we have staff, but we don't want a staff. We have a haste mastery cape that we don't want. And we have a 278 ooze. I think I'm gonna take this. This can give me a little bit of single target damage because I don't have any DPS trinkets on this guy. I could also take a socket. That's my other option. Is there items that I have that are really good that I want to socket? I kind of want to just take the ooze because I think I would use this over a 272 changeling, and I don't know if there's any hope of me getting a trinket from raid anytime soon. I'm just gonna take this. We'll slap this on right here. Bumper item level a little bit. Also, this should give us some single target damage. All right, interesting vault option. We'll take it. I think socket could have been an okay choice there also. All right, now for the priest. We need Lords of Dread wrists. We need Anduin Ring. We need some sort of avoidance replacement for our old gear. Unfortunately, we did not kill Rygalon, so we cannot get the Rygalon weapon. That's a big upgrade that we need too. We got some good gear. Let's see what we got here. Okay. No items above 278, so that's unfortunate. Let's look at these capes. This one's junk. This one is not junk, but I'm still not gonna replace it. We have a male elemental. I don't think I want to use this trinket on this guy. We have crit mastery legs, haste mastery boots, or normal legs, normal tier legs. I think I just take tokens here. I don't think there's anything there that I really want. Unfortunately, I think we take tokens here. Unlucky. We don't even need to socket anything. I mean, I could socket these wrists, but that feels bad. Here's what we do. We take tokens, and then we get the Lords of Dread wrists from raid today. Then we socket those. Oh well, man, it's hard to get raid items that you need. Unluck. Alright, so let's look at the affixes this week. We have Inspiring, Grievous, Fortified, Encrypted. I think these affixes aren't the end of the world. I think Inspiring plus Fortified is really, really annoying, especially coming off of how good of a week the last 2 weeks were. So if you've been pushing a lot of keys, I think you'll probably find this week pretty frustrating. It's definitely possible to do keys, but like Inspiring Theater of Pain just slows you down so much, and then on top of that, like having to do so much extra healing from Grievous, I think this is going to be a break week for most teams. And unfortunately, they haven't released any sort of schedule yet about when the season ends, or when season 4 is going to come out, or when like the Dragonlance Alpha is going to come out. So we're kind of just playing it by ear, but some of us expect that that may have been the last push week of the season. We might go for another 2 months, and then we start to wrap up the season. Looking at MDT, I'm not to scare anyone off or say that any of these weeks are impossible, but I think there's a bursting volcanic week or a bursting tyrannical week somewhere. My MDT just for some reason doesn't have the affixes. Maybe I need to update this or something, but either way, there's some playable weeks in here. But the next couple weeks are going to be Inspiring, Grievous, and then right after that is going to be Necrotic, Tyrannical, Spiteful, which are, you know, annoying affixes. So if you're just trying to push like, you know, weekly 15, or you're trying to get your dungeon portal, definitely reasonable. Don't mean to scare you off from that, you know, very, very reasonable to do those. But for trying to push like super high keys, or if you feel like your group was near its limits last week or the week before, you're gonna have a hard time beating those keys on this week or next week. So we ended the week 38.99. Kind of mixed feelings about it. We haven't really been going that hard in keys. This was like our first, what sort of felt like our first like actual week where we were playing a ton, and I felt like we did okay. We definitely timed some keys that were difficult. 29 top I think was a pretty good time. We also one bang 29 miss. We one bang the 30 plague fall. We got 2 of those. Unfortunately, we only got 1 shot at a 30 wake, and we depleted it on the very first pull. So yeah, that was unfortunate. And then we didn't spend too much time in streets. Could have done a little better in some, but overall pretty happy with our gaming. I think if we'd have been a little bit more prepped, if we'd have been practicing a little bit more earlier in the season, we could have pushed a little higher. But it definitely feels like Echo and Aster, or Ano's team, or whatever you want to call them, are just on a league above everybody else. So that wraps up that. I think it's probably going to be a quiet week for me. I hope to, I don't know, I've had like 3 YouTube videos that all got copy claimed for like one random song that I'm technically allowed to use anyway, and I have to like, you know, rip them up in the editor and fix it, and I have just been pushing it back, but hopefully I'll get to that this week. Probably won't be streaming a whole lot. I'll definitely sneak in a few streams here and there while we do our weekly keys, and probably will play some Geo or something like that. So that wraps up that. Appreciate you guys if you made it to the end, although this was a short one anyway, since we only had 4 guys and we took tokens on most of them. But I wish you guys good luck in your vaults, and if you're in the EU, if you got 1 more day left to push in, good luck with that as well. And well, happy keying, friends.